Gary is perhaps the only person of the many I've mentioned who will have the joy of working in this building. For the rest of us, it is enough to see the result and know that it will be a flagship for the university, space for generations and students and staff to come, who will undoubtedly contribute to solving some of the many global problems we face, generated by man's impact on global ecosystems, animal and plant life across the globe. If this building assists in finding solutions to those problems, it will have been justified many, many times over. It therefore gives me great pleasure to invite Sir David Attenborough to unveil the plaque which will sit on this building to record its official opening and to say a few words to us. Thank you very much.
Vice-Chancellor, my Lord Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, members of the university, thank you very much indeed for inviting me to this great occasion. There can be no more important area of knowledge for humanity at the moment than the life sciences. It has never been more important, ever, that human beings should understand the workings of the world which is our home. We know that we're in trouble, and we know that it's going to get worse. And the only way that we will actually deal with the problems that are facing this planet of ours, which we have created, is to understand what goes on. We knew we were in trouble 15 years ago, 50 years ago. We thought that we were going to be able to solve the problems that were facing the animals and plants of the world by looking after one or two species that were endangered. Well, of course, that was naive to a degree. We now know enough about the complexity of this planet to realize the dangers of what we have been doing over the past 200, 300 years. They can be solved, but they can't be solved unless people understand what's going on and understand the importance of dealing with these problems. And we're only on the beginnings of that. It's places like this that are going to provide the answers to what we do. But more than that, it's places like this which will spread the understanding to the community at large, the world at large, of how important it is for us to do something. Unless we understand that, the very systems on which we live, the food we eat, the air we breathe, unless we understand how the world is affected by these things, and what we do affects these things, we are going to be in real trouble. In the end, of course, it's politicians that are going to have to take the decisions, because this is a worldwide problem. But we in Britain have been leaders in understanding the life sciences. And you will be the leaders of tomorrow. Nothing could be more important in the area of scholarship than this. But actually, there is a bit more to it even than that. And that is that understanding the natural sciences, understanding the processes that brought us here, understanding the sequences of plants, of flowers that open in a meadow in a spring, understanding what it is that makes a butterfly fly 2,000 miles from Britain to North America in 24 hours. those things bring joy and resonance and delight to our lives. Understanding them enhances them. Understanding the natural sciences will give you joy for the rest of your lives. It's brought great joy to me. I've been very lucky in my life in becoming involved with the unit just down the road, the BBC's Natural History Unit, the leader in the world of broadcasting of natural history programming. Very, very lucky for me. And I'm proud to be a freeman of this great city and also to hold an honorary degree from this very, very distinguished university. And so it gives me enormous pleasure to open this great building, which I truly believe will not only give you and its graduates great pleasure for the rest of your lives, but is important in the great problems and difficulties that the world is going to face in your generation. Thank you very much indeed, and I now have huge pleasure and privilege in declaring this building open.